Well then, will this be a worthy sequel to Breaking Bad, or is this just another cheap cash grab? Hello everyone, and today I'm taking a look at El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. Now, I just want to get this clear right off the bat. This review will contain spoilers for Breaking Bad and this movie, since the movie takes place like a couple seconds after the ending of season 5 of Breaking Bad. So you have been warned. And if you're that one person who has not seen Breaking Bad, what are you doing with your life? I'm not trying to be mad or I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but what have you been doing? Watch Breaking Bad. It's on Netflix. It's a really good show. Go ahead and watch it. It's an amazing show. Probably the best show ever made. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But seriously, just go and watch Breaking Bad. It's a masterpiece. Still. With that being said, what's the plot of the movie? Okay, just where the spoilers come in. The plot of the movie is that it takes place a couple seconds after the ending of season 5, which is the final season. Where at the end of season 5, Jesse is kidnapped by this group and is forced against his will to cook meth for them, and he has basically been tortured and wants to try to escape, but because of Walter White, who freed Jesse, he can live his own life. But in this film, since it takes place a couple seconds after it, he is on the run since the cops think that, oh, Jesse was doing it willingly, even though he was forced against his will to cook meth, and Jesse is trying to get to Alaska where he can live a new life and not have to worry about anything. And that's basically the plot of the movie, and it's a really good plot. It's simple, and it's not that hard to understand. Well, unless you've seen the show, because you need to watch the show in order to understand this movie. But still, in terms of stuff I liked before I get into the stuff I didn't like, first off, Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman. He is phenomenal, like he is in the show. In fact, I'm gonna say this right now. He deserves an Oscar nomination for Best Leading Role. I am not even joking. He is that good in this movie and probably gives my favorite performance in the leading role this year, along with Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It is that good of a performance. There is a lot of great emotion from Aaron, and a lot of his facial acting is outstanding. And you really sympathize with Jesse Pinkman. He just wants to have a normal life since he was imprisoned for months. In fact, in the movie, he even states, "I don't know what month it is because of how much I was imprisoned." It's You feel bad for Jesse, and yeah. Also, there is a plot in this movie where it has flashbacks to when he was imprisoned, and they're really good scenes. I enjoyed watching them, especially there's this one where he has to go with Todd to clean up some places, and yeah, I really like those moments. Um, Another thing I like is that the other actors are great. I loved seeing Badger and Skinny Pete again, and I love how they got the actors from the show to play them. And you really feel their chemistry with Jesse, and it's really good. And also, the actor who played Todd from the show comes back in the flashback, since, spoiler alert, Todd dies at the final episode. Though this does create a continuity error, and I'm not trying to be mad at the actor or anything. I like the actor who played Todd. But in the show, Todd was skinny, but in the movie, during the flashbacks, because since the movie was made a couple of years after the show, the actor gained some weight. So it kind of makes a little bit of a continuity error. But I'm not trying to badmouth the actor. He's really good, but still it creates a continuity error. Also, another thing I love in this movie is the cinematography. It is really good, and there's also some nice callbacks to the show, like how one of the guys says, "Yeah, magnets," which is something Jesse said, and it's really good. And there's also this scene I love where Jesse is talking with his parents, but he's lying to them so that way they can leave the house so he can grab something. And also, this is a big spoiler, by the way, but I love the second to last scene in the movie, which is the final flashback, where we have Bryan Cranston's last time where he's playing Walter White, and man, seeing both Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul back together in a Breaking Bad thing is so good. You really feel like, yeah, it's a really good scene and probably one of my favorite movie scenes of the year. It's a really good scene having this one last moment between Jesse and Walter White in um, in something Breaking Bad related. And also another thing I love about this movie is that while it is long, clocking in at like 2 hours, like the show, I never felt bored with long runtime. It always kept my investment, and I was always like, okay, where is this thing going with? And yeah, it's really good in my opinion. I loved El Camino, but I do have two negatives with the movie, and these are kind of the same negative, but still. One bad thing I do have with this movie is that I kind of wish we got more of Skinny Pete and Badger in the movie, since in the movie they're only in it for like the first 30 minutes of it, and they kind of leave after they make this like car switch so Jesse can like go in one of the other cars, and yeah, and also, this was something that was in the trailer where Skinny Pete is being interrogated by one of the cops. I kind of feel like that should have been in the movie, since it would show a lot more of their friendship, like Skinny Pete saying, "Hey, I don't know where the guy went," to the cops, and yeah, I kind of wish that scene was in the movie. But overall, El Camino is one of my top 10 favorite movies of 2019. As a Breaking Bad fan, I loved it, and I'm giving El Camino a 9 out of 10. It is really good. Go watch it if you haven't already, but I would highly recommend the show first, then the movie. So yeah, if you haven't seen El Camino, what do you think about it? And with that being said, see you all later, and bye.